Hey guys, I'm here in my garage charging up the Lightning while I've got a little bit of excess solar power going on right now, and thought while I was at it I would go ahead and do a couple maintenance things on it. One of them is I've now reached over 20,000 miles, and so it's definitely time to change out the cabin air filter. And then there is a great new product I wanted to try out here in the summer. It gets pretty warm in California, and OCDPlug has created a vent that goes underneath the rear seats and helps angle the air conditioning up so that my kids can enjoy the airflow a little bit better than is currently available, where it's just in the center console. By redirecting it split between the center vents and the floor vents, it helps direct some of that air up to them to keep them cool in the summer's heat. So we're going to try to put those in today, and I'm going to have you guys come along for the ride. Let's check it out.
Welcome to Bo Family EV. I hope you'll like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Let's go.
We'd like to say that in our opinion it is not suitable for children or for those of you who may have a nervous disposition.
So guys, here you can see the couple items I'm going to be doing today. Here I've got the Pure Flow HEPA cabin air filter. And so I've already checked that this fits the F150s and specifically the Lightning. This will be an upgrade over the factory one. The Ford dealer wanted to charge me $140 to have the cabin filter changed. And I just didn't think that was a good idea. That was just for the stock one. So this HEPA filter with charcoal, baking soda, all that kind of stuff, all in at Amazon was like 25, 26 bucks. So this definitely seemed like a better way to go. And then this cool air deflector, basically, from OCDPlug. We're going to try this out and see if this helps airflow for the kids in the back seat. This will basically go underneath the front and passenger seats and plug right into the air vents that are right now just little nubs that stick out. So those are the two things we're going to do today. Let's start with this one, get that in place so that the chairs are out of the way when we go to put in the cabin air filter. So let's head to the back of the truck. All right guys, so here you can see the OCDPlug extension and airflow deflector. And what this is going to do is this is going to basically plug right in here where this existing one is. And you can see this doesn't go very far. This is with the seat fully forward. And so when the seat comes back, you can imagine that airflow at the bottom is kind of tucked in there quite a bit. And these are the normal air vents. And this is the only airflow in the F-150 Lightning that goes to the kids. And so even if you kind of deflect it a bit, it's not a really strong airflow. So this will hopefully add a little bit of something extra. It'd be great if one day they would put the airflows up on the ceiling, like you would see in like minivans and stuff for the kids. And the other thing is it would be great to see them have a second row climate control. Right now it's a dual zone, passenger and driver each have their own, but it'd be great to have the back row have its own climate control. That would be really great, but something to dream about in the future. For now, let's see how this OCDPlug extension works. Really simple, actually. I've already got the other one installed, but it just plugs right in here. There's a little bit of carpet that you can push down on, and then this basically plugs right into place and slips right over it. And you can see now this is going to extend it and push that air up to where the kids are. So it's just that simple. It's now installed. You can take a look there, and you can see I've already done the other one on the passenger side. So we're now going to go to the AC control and try that out, see what the kids think. All right, guys, so now that the extenders are underneath the seats, the next thing that we have to do is change the airflow. So we come down here to the HVAC controls, and oftentimes I have it driver focused when it's just me in the vehicle. But here what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and we are going to direct the air so that it has them coming from all the different zones. And we're going to turn off driver focus. And this is going to give us airflow underneath the seats as well as through the center console. And this is what's going to give us the better airflow back seat for the kids. So we'll see how they think about it. All right, guys, so we've added the extender back there, and we're going to start with my daughter Avery and see if she can tell any difference. What do you think, Avery?
So I can definitely feel it more on the feet, and it's more colder. Like if you're wearing shorts and it's like really hot, then you can definitely feel the air. When the seat's back, you don't feel as much air, but when like the seat's up, you can feel it come like not only to your feet but up here as well.
Okay, awesome. And hand it over to Nick, and let's see what Nick, are you able to feel it over on your side?
I can barely feel it.
Okay. And do you tell the difference? Can you feel that it's there down there, but it's just not very
I can
strong?
like barely feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, like barely.
So I think that's one of the things that maybe needs to be improved is with Ford, they just need to have much stronger airflow. It's a very weak airflow in general to the second row back there for these guys. So while this is an improvement, it's definitely not a full solution. The other thing is for fluffy fellas like me who keep the seat back more, I do think it doesn't quite extend far enough. When the seat is forward a bit, then the airflow goes and they're able to feel it a bit more. But when it's pushed back to accommodate the fluffy folks, it does still block it a little bit. So definitely an improvement, but not a full solution. So still, if you're taking notes, Ford, a little bit stronger airflow back there. And ultimately, I do think it needs a third zone because it's great to have a driver and passenger climate control, but not having one in the back really does make a difference. So yeah, one more thing, Abe, what do you got?
So I think that Ford can definitely get a better airflow, like my dad said, because it's not very strong. So I think if they made it stronger, then it would be a lot better.
So I think that'll wrap it up from Inside the Lightning. Grandparents are here, so hi Grandma and Grandpa who just arrived, and we are gonna take the kids, and my daughter's going to a sleepover. Let's finish off with the HEPA air filter, and then yeah, that'll be it for this video. All right, guys, so next we're going to be replacing the cabin air filter in the Lightning. Again, this one is an upgrade from what comes stock from the dealer, and it should be better in terms of both HEPA filtering and odor elimination. Sometimes when you're driving here across the bay and going across the bridge, especially during the summer, there's a little bit of a stench or a smell, especially as you're going over the Dumbarton Bridge. Folks that are local here to the Bay Area will know exactly what I'm talking about there. So let's take a look at just how easy this is to do and why it's better to do this than to spend $140 at your dealer. Let's start with opening this up. Again, this was from Amazon, 26 bucks. And you got that blue, which always looks cool. You'll see that that looks a lot different than the stock factory one. Not that the color should matter, but you know, blue kind of looks good. Seems like it fits the theme of the Ford. So inside here, you've just got this paper that shows you how to replace it, but you don't need this. It's super easy. I'm going to show you step by step what to do. So first, you've got here just the glove box. Easy to pop it open. It's this lower glove box. Right behind it is where it is. And right on the side here are these two clips. These clips here, you just push them in right with your index finger on each one. Push them in and it drops a little bit lower. And then this literally pulls right out. Could not be simpler. So set this aside. No big deal. And then here we are, guys, behind where the glove box would normally be. And you can see this is right here where the cabin air filter is located. There's a clip on the left and on the right side. And there is, you can see here, a couple cables you just want to be aware of and move out of the way. One of the cool things is you can really see the sound dampening insulation put in here. Part of what makes the Lightning so dang quiet. But for removing this, really simple. You just reach in with your index finger on this side. You're going to pull this clip here on the right. And then you're going to pull the same clip here on the left. You got this cable, right? So you just push that cable down a little bit. You got this cable here on the right side that you just push aside for a little bit. And doesn't take much effort at all. Pops right out. You can see on the bottom the two little clip areas. And then you can see here where they're going to plug right back into when we're done. You can see this is the Ford factory stock air filter. And just note right here on the area where it says air, air is going to be going down. So that's important for when we replace this with the aftermarket filter, that we make sure that the airflow is pointing down. So pulling this out is simple, just comes right out. And let's look at the two filters together. This one you can see pretty darn dirty. So here you can see the two air filters side by side. You can see right here it does say airflow down. So we're going to want to have the blue side facing up. Just like here you've got airflow down. And you can see this is nice and clean. You can see it's a little bit better quality than the kind of stock dealer air filter. So again, we're saving ourselves, you know, 120 bucks here and getting a much better filtration system. So we're just going to pop this right back in where the other one came from. and it'll slide right into this slot here. And let me show you what that looks like from a better angle. So we're just going to slide this right there into the slot where the other one was taken out from. And there is like a little clip underneath that you just have to kind of raise it above and then push forward through. And you can see it says airflow right here pointing down, blue side facing up. That is just going to pop right into place now. And then here you've got, again, these clips right here go into these slots right here. Being careful about these cables. You don't want to crimp anything or hit anything. That goes right in. And then here on the right is this cable. You just want to kind of push that aside. And then that's going to snap into place. That's going to snap into place. And man, that's it. It is done. We have a new air filter in place. Let's pop this glove box back on. We're good to go. All right, guys, putting back the glove box is really easy. Underneath here, you can see you've got these little clip areas, one on the left, one on the right, one in the middle. Just be careful that these clips go right into place here where these slots are. So we just line this up right where those points are, and then this just pops into place. I mean, it's just that simple. Test it. Make sure that it's got free motion. It's good to go, guys. We're done. So hopefully this helped. And there are links in the description if you want to get this filter, but there's plenty of other ones also that fit. And then I'll also put a link for the OCDPlug in case any of you guys want to take that air vent as well. But now we have upgraded our air system for the rest of the summer. We're going to have HEPA filters and odor removal. We're going to have better airflow back for the kids. And I'm going to say that that's a win. So thanks for following along. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me grow my channel. And leave some comments and thoughts down below. And if there's anything you'd like to see, let me know that as well. And I'll be sure to make that content for you in the future. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you the next time.
Bye.
Hey, yo!